Senate Judiciary will come to order. Members, please take your seats. Pam, would you take the roll?
Certainly. This is the roll call for February 16, 2015. The Senate Judiciary Committee. Chairman Sales.
Here.
Vice Chair Fielder. Here. Senator Sands.
Here.
Senator Driscoll. Here. Senator Hansen. Senator Hinkle.
Here.
Senator Carey. Senator Larson.
Here.
Senator McNally. Here. Senator Moe. Here. Senator Swandle.
Here.
Senator Vincent.
Here.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Thomas A. Lozo, Jr. I'm a CSKT tribal member.
Excuse me, would you please spell your name for the record?
Lozeau. I'm here in opposition of this because the Kerr Dam has been dragged into this compact, and I am part of a group, we call ourselves the membership. We've been conducting a petition drive to put it to a vote on whether the people, the membership, truly want to take Kerr Dam back, or do we want to get a hold of Northwest Energy and stuff and get a lease or something to that effect? Because we do not have any faith in our government on running anything. We had a bathhouse in Hot Springs that closed down. We had a post and pole yard down in Dixon that closed down. I mean, how do you get to that point when you own the timber and your tribal members who do not like to work in the offices bring you the raw material and stuff, and you go under? When you have non-members that have timber stuff going on, the Amish, Ernie Hunt and such, and making money at it. And I have land that is called a secretarial transfer, and I have excluded myself from the cabal over it. Water goes through my land. There are about 84 allotments that are under secretarial transfer that the CSKT government will not even notify, and I've been doing this since I've inherited my land in May of 1989. And for all this time, I've said, why have you not notified the rightful heirs to these allotments that were illegally transferred? And the order of transferring inherited interest contained the act of June 25th, 1910, which has been nullified by Section 4 of the Indian Reorganization Act and the Act of May 14th, 1948, requiring the consent to the sale of these lands. The tribe has stolen these lands from their members. They have exploited the resources. Allotment 58 or 589 for Lucy Findlay Moody, who is Matt Buckskin Michelle's wife. In 1997, the CSKT government granted a two-year thing for Stimson Lumber Company to go up behind Dixon and silo and log it out. Matt Michelle never received any of that. Currently today, the Dixon Indian Stock Growers Association have a lease on that till 2020, and Councilman Terry Pittsford, Dixon representative, is a part of that. So how could the people in the state of Montana expect any justice or any representation from a government who will steal from their own people? Allotted land held in trust by the federal government, and they have their names on the title. And I believe a lot of these allotments that were under the secretarial transfer are in the Salazar settlement, because the language in the Salazar settlement is that of the secretarial transfers. So the people of Montana need to know who they're dealing with. This is how they treat the members, the tribal members. I'm a rightful land owner, but my land on the title has CSKT Flathead Tribes 1/1. And these encumbrances all are the same. The order of transferring inherited interest is not in accordance with the Act of May 14th, 1948. The Act of June 25th, 1910 is inapplicable, and it says that on there. I have everything I'm telling you in here, and I will provide a copy for you. But this is the truth. This is federal documentation, tribal documentation, and this Constitution of the tribe they're talking about, the tribe has falsified Article 8 land. You can look on the computer now, and you look under Article 8 land. It has not been ratified, and the original has been condensed down to 2 paragraphs, and the second one is a saving clause. And it's been ratified by a certain number for it and a certain number against it. But that is the true Article 8, Amendment 3, not what you can see on the computer today, and that's what they hand out to the people today at our headquarters in Pablo, Montana. And over the years, I have been stopped by attorneys John Carter, Daniel Decker, Ranald McDonald. On May 17th, 2007, they took a governmental action to deny me my rights on something that I never presented to them. What I did was I gave the chairman, James Steele Jr., at that time, documentation of everything that I have, and I said, look at this, and when you get done reading it, me and you will have a discussion, and maybe we can come to a resolution to my dispute over this land and stuff. And they were for his eyes only, and Steve Lozar was in his office at that time. And the next thing I know, and this was at the beginning of May, on May 17th, after hours, because I sat in the audience till 4:30 because I wanted to ask Chairman Steele if he had a chance to review this. And they went into executive session, and at 6:45 that night, they presented me with a paper that said they weren't going to do anything about it no more, and they took a legal action with the legal department, Ranald McDonald. So on the 24th, I came back, and I asked for verification and clarification to who was all involved with the writing of this letter. And they said Ranald McDonald, so he wrote me a letter too, saying that this is to address my latest demands and stuff. Well, when we had the heated argument in his office after that, the only 2 items I took was a fabricated agreement, allegedly, that I was presenting to them. And what I gave him with all my paperwork was on a 4x7, and I had some of that stuff. But yeah, this is who you're dealing with. They took a legal action, a governmental action against me on something they have not even, that I had not even presented to them. So the state of Montana and its citizens who oppose this have every right to fear the CSKT and how they were going to be represented by them. Because everything I'm talking about, I have documentation to back up. And I'm going to stop there because there's other people that want to talk, but it was important enough. And the only reason I'm here is because Kerr Dam is now involved with this compact, and we are actively conducting petitions to put it to a vote on whether we want to obtain the dam or see about getting leases with Northwest Energy. But we've been stymied a lot with these hostile work environments. People have been threatened if they sign our petitions, they could lose their jobs and stuff. The CPS has been involved with some of our gathering. My grandchildren were taken through tribal CPS and the prosecutor's office, the tribal prosecutor's office, with no documentation of any wrongdoing. And while we're here, we're going to be going to see the feds over here. Was like, I've been to Dana Jackson before over this stuff, other stuff, because we want the CPS to be investigated too, because it's federally funded, and this is really heartbreaking, because you hear our tribal government saying our most valuable resource is our children, but yet the CPS and the tribal prosecutor's office destroy families with no documentation. That is what we, the members, have to live with. on a daily basis. So I do not support this compact. And if anyone has any doubts about it, I can provide them a copy too. And if they want to dispute it, because these records that I've got came from the CSKT, they came from the Portland area office. Like these allotments have water on them too.
Thank you so much.
And Kerr Dam is involved.
This will conclude our testimony.
Jane Willman calling from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Thomas, I watched your testimony at the Senate Judiciary Committee this morning, and I just could not, I was just near tears with my respect for your courage. Your courage and your true heart was just you could hear a pin drop in the room, Thomas. I'd like to speak with you when you have a chance to call me back and offer any assistance that I can or our national organization might be able to help you with should you receive any repercussions from your testimony this morning, Thomas. So please give me a call when you can, and thank you very much. Thank you very much. I so respect your courage. Thanks. Bye-bye.
End of message. To reply to